Hello guys, Damaduck82. I am here with I am Mark 3 and Lil Kari, and we will shortly be joined by Heitzmeister here, who is eating his dinner. Kind of weird considering it's just about noon here where I am, but that's time zones for you. Anyway, so we'll start this off with a little announcement. We are wanting to do a multiplayer run of J-Dog's custom campaign Finest Hour. Yeah, didn't mean to have the echo there. I was trying to get the stream set up on my phone so I could try to monitor chat here. Anyway, we want to start off with some small cheap units first, since we are going to be building for early game stuff. Have you guys thought of something that you'd like to try to do during this stream?
Yeah.
How about you tell us about it?
I was thinking of making effectively a small frigate that is armed with 3 torpedoes and maybe a couple of secondary guns.
Okay. Did they have frigates back then? I
Oh,
thought
yeah.
those... Okay.
The name was around.
They're also
Was
referred
like-
to as PT boats.
Oh, okay, so something like a Corvette or something?
Yeah,
Okay. Maybe
Yeah,
something like a flower
frankly-
class?
something like that. But yeah, the United States naming system, we went from frigates to destroyers to frigates at one point. But yeah, frigate is basically anything as would qualify as a corvette.
Hmm, okay. I'm going to drop a link in the Realism Discord for our stream here. I was kind of tinkering with a plane here a little bit. I haven't really decided on what I'm going to call it just yet, but I think overall it kind of captures the mood and feel of World War II. Of course, it's going to need some decoration work to it, but that's to be expected. Already done some testing on it. Does pretty good with ground attacks. As you can see, it gets pretty good speed. Been very happy with it so far. But
Yeah,
yeah,
you were showing that right before stream, and it's looking pretty good.
that's strange. It looks like there's a block missing here. I don't know how that happened. Oh, okay. And what's that you got spawned in way over there?
Basically the frigate I was working on.
Oh, okay.
Need to make the bottom metal so it would actually stay in the water.
Probably a good idea.
And I think I nearly attacked the plane on the way down.
Am I coming through okay for you guys?
Yeah.
Yes.
So, how would you guys feel about us using already existing blueprints for this?
Oh, that's perfectly fine with me.
Ion? Would you have
I'm
an
sorry,
opinion on that?
What was the question?
Heitzmeister brought up a point of, should we be using the things that we've already made, essentially?
Well, we... Hang on. I seem to be having an audio issue.
Maybe a little bit. Oh, hey there.
Am I quiet? Am I too quiet for you guys as well, or...?
No?
No, you're perfectly fine.
Huh. Okay.
Is this over here in the your stream?
Yeah, I don't think my microphone's being picked up.
My buddy from Taiwan just showed up. I hope you're doing okay there. Hope your family's doing better. Last I heard, you guys had a bit of a rough patch. Hope that's improved for you. Damas just a little flimmy today. Kind of gross, but what you gonna do?
Okay, is that working now? I'm still not getting any of the correct channel output. I don't know what's going on. Sorry. Please continue.
Oh, take your time, Ian. We're not in any rush.
Yeah.
I'm just decorating a plane.
Oh, hey, right. My microphone seems to be working now. Excellent. Sorry
Good.
about that.
Yeah, I'll say. I
Yeah, you know that
believe.
recent,
What's that?
Windows update that seemed to do
Yeah,
funny fun things to sound settings for you?
yeah,
I think it scrambled my OBS microphone input.
it did me too.
Yeah, it just had random device number here. So, yeah, okay. I've got microphone working on my stream.
Uh, Dude from Taiwan says process of the Dragon Dynasty project is not bad. Yeah, I've seen some of that. It's looking pretty good there. He says he's going to be working on some larger warships. That's awesome. Looked like he might have had a couple of destroyers to start off with there. He's making a fleet for Dominion of Damas. So that's what's going on with that. I do need to try getting back to work on that sometime soon. I started a hull for... Who was it? It was the Russians or Soviet Union or whatever you want to call them. I started that not long ago. It's a going to be a super dreadnought. Going to be
Was it?
using 4-meter autoloaders with 12-inch guns. What's that, Ian?
Which ship was it you were working on?
It's for the Socialist Federation, which is also the Soviet Union. I recorded the first 2 hours of it. I'm probably going to do it in a time lapse. Did that answer your question?
Yes, thank you. I'm sorry, I was trying to speak up there, partly because I was curious, and partly because I was trying to do a sound balance check, because
Oh,
things still seem to be a little bit off.
You're fine. Yeah, that update
Feel
screwed
like
over a lot of people.
loud. Lokari, can you say something?
Not sure what to say, Iron.
Okay, that's fine. And you, Dama?
Bukkake, 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 bukkake.
Yeah, you are definitely way louder. Right.
Okay.
Let's mute you a little bit. Go ahead.
I like big tits. Is that better?
Yeah, that's much better. There we go.
Okay. Anyway,
Apologies about that.
you're fine.
Yeah.
So he's saying at present all you see are only river gunboat ships. Even the gunboats that used MLRS belongs to river gunship level. Just a reminder, Dominion of Damas is only going to have guided torpedoes, and that's the only missile guidance that's going to be used in that. So just a heads up. I'm not quite sure what you have planned for that, but yeah, just wanted to make you aware of it in case you weren't. So, I'm guessing we're going to try to be working within the spirit of finest hour then, as far as trying to stay within a certain limitations.
Yeah.
We might want to recap those for anyone who might be watching.
That's kind of what I wanted to bring it up. Basically, if you guys look at the finest hour up on the Steam Workshop, let me bring it up while I'm thinking about it here. The creator, J-Dog, has asked that you restrain yourself from using certain weapons and systems in the campaign. Okay, good. Just wanted to make sure that you knew about those missiles. So let's see here. J-Dog said recommended limitations. While I cannot force you to follow any rule set, I highly recommend when playing this campaign you avoid using cram cannons, CWIS, guided missiles. Torpedoes and bombs are okay though, and super cav submarines. While some players may enjoy stomping the AI or love building with the aforementioned systems, they give an unfair advantage in this campaign. So if you would like the full experience, please refrain from using them. It should also be noted that a lot of the science fiction weapon systems, they are banned from this already, so yeah. Does that seem sufficient, or do we need more, you think, Ion?
No, I think that about covers it.
Okay, good.
Mentioned ideas
Hey,
earlier.
Badus.
Yep.
Sorry, go ahead, Ion.
Sorry. You mentioned thoughts earlier. My initial thought was that I'd take my old junk copter and try refitting it for a bit more general use. Since it's a good size, it's kind of fragile, but it does need a bit of an update as well. So I figured I'd start with that and then maybe do something else later if an idea comes to me.
Okay.
I mean, in our test session, I just whacked some quad minigun turrets on the sides of it.
That did look pretty cool, by the way.
Don't know how combat effective it would be, but it's very good at deafening little carry.
Yes.
So I don't know if that's a valid combat tactic or not. Something got damaged.
Yeah, my ship.
It might have been for the Stuka Dive Bomber. Just saying.
Oh yeah, I built this thing to circle.
Yeah, we're doing good, Modus. Hope you're doing alright. He says he's on lunch right now. That's how he's able to message me. Oh god, I don't miss lunchtime at school. That's... Okay. Way. Two-meter triangle.
I'll be honest, I think my main problem with this idea I've had is that this copter is such a slim design. It doesn't really accept custom weapons very well.
Yeah, that's something I was kind of thinking about myself when you first spawned it in.
Yeah, I mean, it'll accept like small flush-mounted turrets easy enough, but it doesn't have the internal space to mount anything kind of sizable custom system.
What if you used it for maybe launching torpedoes?
That'd be a straight swap. I mean, it had missile pods on the side before.
Yeah.
But there are aircraft as well, aren't there?
I'm working on one.
Yes.
Hey, Invictus, how you doing? Says
Right,
he went
what
to
are
the library when whenever his lunchtime started when he was at school. I'm sorry, Ryan. Go ahead.
Well, to be honest, I have wandered off to the chess club or something. But yeah, I was going to say, weren't there restrictions on missile size?
You know, I'm not entirely sure. I imagine you could probably do like small and medium.
I remember during the test that we said like huge missiles were allowed as well for some reason.
Yeah, I can't remember off the top of my head.
Not that I'm planning to put huge missiles on this thing. That would be absolutely ridiculous.
Yeah, that would. Yeah.
Now I kind of want to see it. Is that bad?
No. Hell, it's funny if anything. Alley inverted? Yeah, that's the one I'm looking for. Let's see. We'll roll that guy like so. Alright. We'll apply with mirror, and now you would have never known those custom jet engines were there.
Yeah, that looks kind of ridiculous.
Just a tad.
I don't know. Do you think I need bigger ordnance?
I know what you got.
I docked my helicopter to the central platform.
Oh, good lord.
Yeah.
Don't forget a one turn.
These are rockets though, because we can't have guided missiles.
Yeah, but if you don't use one turns, then unguided rockets are completely shit.
That is true. Even if this was allowed, I'm not convinced it's the best use of this craft.
You're probably right.
Wait, really? It says it costs 112,000 materials to build.
With
This
just those
configuration.
parts right now. Okay.
Yeah,
I'm not surprised by that, oddly.
112,000 and... Oh, no wonder. The launchers alone are 24,000.
Oh. Good lord.
And there's two of them.
That's a bit nuts.
So what you're looking at with this helicopter right now is like 90 to 100,000 of materials worth of missile, and then the rest is the entire vehicle. So, no. Way overpriced. Sorry, I misstated. The rest of the graph was only like 3,700 materials.
I hate it when I do that.
What did you do?
When I was using the copy and paste keys, I actually hit Z, Control Z.
Ah.
Yeah.
Undo.
Wasn't quite ready to undo that shit. There we go. Let's see here. Oh, that's the wrong one I was looking. Okay. Yeah, that actually looks really good. I done a bunch of decoration work for this plane I'm working on. You don't mind if I spawn in a Marauder for testing?
Not so.
Hmm?
Go ahead.
Okay. My friend from Taiwan says, I think the way my plane is built will refer to the Deepwater Guard way of building. I'm not sure if I end up using the vector system again. I'm assuming you're talking about thrust vectoring. I personally haven't messed with it myself. I have tinkered with it. Oh, and I went and spawned that on the wrong team. I swear I do that all the time. Yeah. Alright, let's try this shit again. Did it not spawn? Well, let me try again. Okay. I'm just going to go ahead and turn off its weapons and movement. I don't know if I like how that's working right now, though. No, this isn't for Dominion of Dama. We're planning on doing a run of, what was it? Finest Hour. We're doing multiplayer. Heitzmeister should be joining us here after a short while. This thing does not want to seem to pitch to target. Oh, it's... well... shit. That doesn't want to fire its weapons at all.
So what's going on with your plane? Is it just messing up a bit?
It's not wanting to fire its weapons for some damn reason. Did I actually... no? No. Okay, I'm going to bring in another Marauder here, and I'm just going to put it on God mode so we have something to test on.
Yeah, sorry. I was testing my torpedoes, and our friendly Marauder was shooting it as well.
I was wondering where those crams are coming from, but yeah, that makes sense. Ah, there it goes. Maybe it just knocked out the AI block was all. Because that shit does happen sometimes. That's the one that's that J-Dog made. That's up on the Steam Workshop. Finest Hour. It's World War II essentially. He's got a lot of real nice-looking ships in that. Highly recommend you check it out. You know, if J-Dog's involved, it has to be something good, right? Not exactly what color to paint this in, but good to see that it's working. I'll just save that guy as the Sparta Mark II. Yeah, I'd like to see what you come up with as far as aircraft there, bud. Interesting. Okay. So about what prices are your guys' stuff coming up to right now? I'm about 7K on this thing. Ion's got a torpedo helicopter going on here. What size of missiles you got on that, Ion?
Small.
Okay.
Though for a bit more versatility, I've also just added a chin gun to it.
Can't go wrong with those. Pretty reliable. I'm gonna try to get rid of that Marauder. There we go.
What's that ACB? Enemy within that. Then you're going to set to fire compass controller.
Yeah, trying to make planes small in this is kind of hard, man. Especially the biplanes. I do have a fighter biplane that I made not too long ago. I just kind of fucking around with things. Actually, I forgot I had this thing. Needs a little work done to it, but I imagine it looks very Russian. It probably needs the APS guns reworked on it. Oh, and I made this for the Japanese faction. It's very, very cheap. Pretty quick, though. .84 meters a second. Carry like 500,000 materials. And now it's wanting to nose over into the water. I'm not entirely sure why. Anyway, I just thought you guys would like to see that fighter bomber plane that I am building. Have you experimented with embedding one of those 50 cal turrets behind the cockpit? I suppose I could. It's really, really small, and there's not really a whole lot of room to put things. Because as you can see, I made a pretty heavy use of about all the space I had in here. Got a little bit in the nose, but that's it. I was thinking of making a torpedo bomber, but I think Ian's kind of got that covered right now.
I'm actually stripping out a lot of the extra ammo storage that was in this thing because ammos were a lot harder to run when I built this, as I recall. But there's been some rework since this thing was put together. It's not strafing though. I need to check the AI as well.
Oh, I forgot about this guy. This I imagine we could rework into something useful. Again, the APS cannons might need some work, but I think it would fit the theme of what we're trying to go here. This is one of the more earlier instances where I was working on putting APS cannons in a fighter. We'll just have to wait and see. Uh, going to try to rationalize the size of your planes as much as possible. If you can't, you'll really have to make them bigger. Yeah, trying to put weapon systems on things this small can be very, very hard to do. Look, Harry, where's your boat? I don't want to have a look at that thing. Oh, there you are. Looks like Little Curry's already making use of the 50 cals. And what kind of gun is this here on the back? Is that one of those? Yeah, that's like a 2-inch gun back there. Okay, it's actually pretty cool. How much is this guy going to run? 13K, that's actually pretty decent. I'm guessing the torpedoes have a delay? Yeah. Looks like it. Okay. Yeah, that looks great. Nice work, Lokari. Now, and if you want to do unguided rockets with one-turns, that might actually work for you too if you don't want to mess with torpedoes.
Oh, the torpedoes are fine. It's just this craft isn't strafing at all. I'm not entirely sure why.
Yeah, looks like you try to put some jet thrusters.
Well, by default, it already came with one in the left side, so it was meant to just circle.
Mm-hmm.
But it's not firing at all.
Maybe it's because your center of mass might be a bit off? No? Never mind.
No, it's that. What?
It looks like it's where it needs to be. Never mind. Yeah. That's good.
It is dipping around a fair bit, so it's not a sitting target by default anyway. And sometimes it just does that as well. Just a little aileron roll there.
I think I'm going to try making this like a bomber here. Something a bit bigger.
No, now it started using the strafe drives.
Okay, good.
Okay.
Starting to wonder.
Kind of weird that, but okay. It's working now, that's the main thing.
I'm still trying to figure out how to get this ship to use the U-turn instead of reverse.
Yeah, I was running into that problem the other day. I think I might be able to help with that. Give me a moment. Alright, I turned off the allow reverse. Is that what you're wanting?
Yeah, and where's that located so I know where it's...
You go into the AI mainframe, you go to additional. No, I'm sorry, adjustments. You scroll down a bit, and it'll be,
Okay, thank you.
yeah. Now where'd my bomber go? Biplane videos? I don't think I've seen that one just yet. I think I vaguely might know which ones you're talking about, but that was a ways back. Damas probably drank heavily and slept a bit since then, so his memory probably isn't that all reliable right now. I have noticed that people are starting to build more biplanes, though. Kind of flattering, honestly.
And yes, those torpedoes just passed underneath this ship barely.
Barely, you say?
Yes.
Have you hooked magnets on them?
Nope.
Might not be a bad idea, honestly.
Also, how much damage do your torpedoes do?
For their small size, let's see here. HE power is 65,000 or 66,596.
Yes, it'll mean it is an extremely wobbly ride on this helicopter, except for the fact that it doesn't have a seat, so the only way to ride on it is to stand on the rotor blades, which is very
Alright.
safe.
Well, you have a good night there, bud. Dude from Taiwan just said he had to go.
Yeah, have a good night there. Also, let me welcome to the stream. It's been a while.
How you doing,
Okay.
little mean? Hope you're doing alright.
Was it you that I saw on Civ 6 recently, actually?
And you actually play that trash game?
Civ 6? Actually, it's not that bad.
Oh, I
Except
thought
I
you
found-
said Sim City. My bad.
Oh! I've played that too, yes.
I played it when it first released.
Kind of a disappointment.
Okay, but it's not a SimCity game, really.
No, it did not feel like
No.
Sim City at all. Felt like it wanted to be Sim City or was trying to be Sim City, but not necessarily Sim City.
SimCity with the bells and whistles, but without the scale of
That's it.
SimCity. Yeah.
The substance of SimCity.
Victor says, well, those dedicated fighter bombers tended to go in two directions, fat armored like the Devastator, or as long and fast as you like the Val. Either way, they tended to be bigger than the strike fighters. Okay. You could probably get away with extending that plane a few meters to fit that turret. I don't know. I'll think about it. Yeah. Your Dragon Dynasty stuff is looking pretty good so far. Hope you continue with it. Something I have been kind of kicking around is changing the name of Dominion of Damn to something else. I was thinking of just renaming it Steaming Pile of Shit, but like the tournament we did a ways back. What do you guys think?
That's an interesting idea.
Dominion Damage just sounds a bit too self-serving, I think, if that makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
Then it says he's been bored shitless and get ready for uni. So you plan to be a uni man. Well, I hope you got a good place picked out. I hear quality varies.
I thought you said uni as in university.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's what that means. Yeah.
Okay, I thought so. I've known some other people from over there, so yeah, I've heard that term thrown around a bit. Alright, thank you. Have a good night, man. How in the hell am I going to do the tail for this thing?
I have stripped out so many ammo boxes and my machine still isn't having ammo problems. It's amazing how many I've torn out.
I believe it.
I basically gutted the rear half of the central body.
Damn.
Which is also the big reason why it tended to blow up if the enemy so much as looked in its direction.
Trademark RM Mark III there, folks.
Glass cannon.
Yep.
I mean,
Gas
that's a big
cannon?
part of the
What?
glass cannon, yeah. But with the ammo updates and changes, it just doesn't need all that anymore. At least not according to the numbers it's showing at the moment. Okay, now it's losing ammo. Right. I'm happy with that. Okay, I've got one vehicle.
The helicopter?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Now with even less self-destruction.
Yeah, I saw you had a shitload of ammo boxes in there.
Basically 2/3 of the internal volume was taken up by ammo boxes.
I had no doubt in my mind.
Let's go ahead and recall that. And actually with the internal space, that means it could accept an APS system. Sorry, APS.
Sure, why not?
No, of course, this is for what the campaign that I forget the name of. Let's install a pat cannon in this thing. That'll be fine. Maybe. I will get my pat cannon in there, damn it. Now I'm thinking maybe a 300mm cannon could go in there.
A 300 mil cannon. Okay.
No reason why not.
It'll be interesting to see how you pull that off.
Considering that the hull is now split with this updated version between the AI core, the engines, and basically the rear bay, which is now has some extra armor put into it, and the forward bay, which is missiles. If need be to make a single bigger system, I can just move the AI or the engine around and use that to condense things a little bit.
And I'm back. Hello.
Welcome back.
Hi.
Come back.
What did I miss?
We
Nothing
are
much.
working on our vehicles. I just finished that fighter the fighter bomber I was showing you earlier. I Mark III got a helicopter gunship working. I have started work on a. I think I'd have to say that's probably a medium-sized bomber right now. But would you like us to bring you in, Heitzmeister?
Yes, please.
All right. Let me get this saved, and we'll restart the server for you.
Hang on. I need to save mine.
Oh, and hello, Carolus. I haven't seen you there.
Hey, Corollas. Is he in chat with us?
He is in the voice channel.
Oh, okay, cool.
Okay, I've got that saved.
All right.
You saved, Lokai?
Out too, because I'm currently designing the counter power for my little ship.
Do you need a minute or two?
I can do it a bit later, because I also have some decoration work on the front I need to complete.
All right. So you're good for me to end the stream then?
Yep.
I mean, not the stream, but the server.
Yeah, stream.
Sorry.
Yeah, I'll be right back.
Thank you for watching,
You
everyone. We
get
hope you
this.
enjoyed the show. We've built some things. We didn't really combat test them, but hey, you know, that's how it goes.
You can
Stream.
start without me.
Okay. Honest Rebellion just said hi to me on Discord. Hadn't talked to him in a while.
No, he's been. I just got kicked out of the multiplayer lobby.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to do that. I don't know what the hell I was thinking or if I even was. Yeah, go ahead and just drop back in when you guys can. There's iMark 3.
Problem is, we can't get Lokai back in until he comes back.
I'm back.
Oh, there he is.
Heitzmeister, you need a little bit?
I'll be there in a few seconds.
Okay, no rush. Looks like Jexia is in the chat with us. How's it going, Jexia?
Good. I was watching you since a long time. I'm silenciously watching over your shoulder.
Oh, okay. Alright,
Hi,
so we are ready to start?
Yep.
Okay, here we
Sure.
go. For those of you who have just tuned in with us, we are building vehicles for a multiplayer Finest Hour campaign. For those of you who do not know what Finest Hour is, it is one of the hottest custom campaigns on the workshop right now. It was done by J-Dog and Company, and I think it's going to be a hell of a lot of fun. But just going to do a quick recap on what we have been working on. I'm going to go ahead and spawn in this fighter bomber I made here. I don't know about you guys, but I went and made a folder specifically for these designs.
Same here.
Yeah, I did as well. Interesting how often I've lost the base copter that I modified into this version.
Yeah.
And then found it again.
Lil Curry's been working on a patrol boat. I'm going to bring my medium bomber back in.
You gonna bring your fortress back?
Would you guys like to use it?
If that's okay, it would help keep things from crashing into each other too.
That is completely fine. Let me get it spawned in for you guys.
You go crash into each other.
Yeah, your boat
It's
has
already
found the-
started.
It begins.
I know, right?
Helicopter. Cute design for a plane. And you place the engine right in the plug.
Yeah. They might have a chance of getting shot out, though, and I'm not entirely sure how I want to deal with it yet.
Yeah, but on a way, if you lose one, you still have one working. And if they shoot the main plane, you won't lose your engine inside.
Thing is that they still need to be vented or cooled down somehow.
What you can do, you can put how you call them, the part that need ventilation. Oh my god, when you want to say something and you just cannot get the word out. The cylinder, you can just place cylinder bottom and each side but not top, so the top can be fixed to the wing without needing venting.
Actually, I think if I do something like this, it could work. I can just vent out the top.
That too, you have the air block, you know what I mean, the one that used for jet.
Mm-hmm.
You can use those to vent your engine too. You're not forced to use the old oh my god, the old pipe. You can use the air block with the vent in it.
Right now, I'm thinking I could probably.
The duck.
What's that, Chexia?
The word I was searching earlier, the block is called duck. You can use the duck block to vent your engine.
Yeah. Do I really want to use these blocks? Not really. So, do we have something that we want to call our force here?
No.
I was thinking Damas Degenerates. I'm not married to the idea, just throwing it out there.
Desperate measures?
Getting a little warmer.
Damas Desperados? Desperados? Yeah.
Desperados?
Yeah. Yes.
Is that what you're trying to say?
Yeah.
Speed bump.
No, stop. That's something in my country. Don't use that.
It's
We
something in
hate
my
those.
country.
Yeah, we hate that.
Sorry. Large speed bump.
Coming from Ireland, no surprise. And then you see 130 there.
Are you talking about mine?
Yep.
I'm still trying to figure out how I want to go about arming it.
One side cannon.
Nah, I'm thinking of it just being a bomber for right now. But I like it to have a bit bigger area in the bottom to drop bombs from. Something like so.
Oh, I want to double check something really quick. You mind if I load something in?
Not at all. I'm kind of curious to see what Heitzmeister might be working on here in a moment.
I'm going off of one of my aircraft, my older aircraft.
Okay.
I need a base to start this construction after all. And I figured since I joined the party a little bit late, might as well use parts of what I've built already.
Okay.
Unfortunately, these cannons are too big. Can't use them.
Ooh, this is going to be able to carry lots of bombs, it looks like.
Still 300 mils. What shell do I use? AP frag, inertial base bleeder. Right. Okay, sorry about that. I'll get rid of those now.
Get rid of what?
The thing I spawned in to have a quick look at.
What was it? Oh! That looks familiar for some crazy reason.
Yeah, it was an old project I was working on like a year or so back.
Yeah, I remember that.
Got sidetracked, never finished it, but I just remembered the 300mm side cannons on it, so I wanted to quickly check those.
Okay. Just had a thought. Rip all this shit out.
surprised you didn't put a firing delay on your missiles, rockets, Dama.
Why is that surprising?
Because I normally expect you to have them on there.
That's... I don't like how that looks. And that one will just be for like a decoration. Jet controller. Combustor.
Lomi says for the blood god, apparently.
Okay,
I feel like I'm missing some context there.
maybe a bit.
Why would you want, or why would you require any context anyway?
Yeah, that's a fair point.
Oh, Ilikari has made a little torpedo boat. At least it looks like it.
I did.
Oh.
It sits pretty low in the water.
Is that what you're going for?
Yeah.
Okay.
Does it do suicidal attack runs on larger ships?
Yes.
Nice.
So I've got all the important bases covered then.
Yeah.
Considering the torpedoes are designed to specifically launch in forward direction, and only in forward direction.
Just as intended.
Roller, roller, and roller. There we go.
It also moves at a pretty nice clip, somewhere between 24 to 26 meters per second.
It's not good, bad at all.
What are you using exactly?
Two motor-driven steam propellers.
Oh, okay.
No, we need to call ourselves the unhealth care.
The what?
Unhealth.
The unhealth care system.
Why that? Why is that?
Because that's what we do to our enemies, making sure their health care is being disabled.
Do we want?
I'm
Go ahead,
made it too
Heightsmeister.
Yeah, I just noticed that I made my craft way too big. Gonna have to select a different base to start from.
So size does matter after all.
It does! There we go, much better.
Oh, something just had a crash.
Yep.
What happened?
Did something crash?
Yep.
A few things crashed actually.
Yeah, a couple of boats just crashed into each other.
Yeah, got a bit of a clusterfuck going on out there.
Bonk.
Bunk indeed.
Okay, so small jet engines are allowed, right?
Yes. I believe we looked at that last yesterday.
The plane is still not flying, Andromeda.
Because I keep seeing things that I want to change about it.
Your hand is. Cannot take a decision there. Oh,
Just remember to paint it red.
you're fine. Make it a jet engine. Oh,
And no ion engines, I have to remember that.
Loaded? I think you are. Okay.
Oh, something just whizzed past my plane.
Was it my fighter bomber?
Ah, probably.
I think that kind of looks alright. Now I just have to figure out how to strap it into the side of the helicopter.
Good luck with that.
I'm sure it'll be fine. No, that's the wrong helicopter. This one.
So, something that I've been kind of thinking about, how do we want to decide on who gets to spawn their stuff in first? I was thinking we could use like a random number generator or something like that.
Should we create rules? What kind of vehicle to spawn in first, and use a number generator to determine what we are going to spawn?
That's kind of the way I was leaning, yeah.
Ah, okay, sorry. Yeah, took me a while to figure it out.
No, you're fine. Of course, then we had to decide who gets what number, but I don't think
Yeah.
that would really matter all that much. considering we're all going to get our shit in eventually. Probably should make it to where after a person's number's been drawn, maybe keep them from letting them spawn in something till everyone else gets theirs in. Posted something in Discord regarding your previous talk there, Invictus. Okay. Dominion of Damas. Okay. Oh, okay. If I go back and make a torpedo bomber, I think I might try doing something like that.
Oh, there was a mimic there.
Now remember, J-Dog said that with bombs and torpedoes, it's okay to use guidance.
Oh, is J-Dog in the chat right now?
No.
No. So
I was
bombs
just,
and torpedoes may use guidance.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, I think I could probably use that in a torpedo bomber here later, Invictus. That's not a bad idea.
I know we said making early vehicles, but I want to make a gun for a battle cruiser right now.
Go for it. At least we'll have something we can work with later on.
Attach a couple of paddles to it, you've got an early game boat.
Something that we could probably just dogpile on there at some point. I forgot what the hell I was going to do. Oh yeah, missiles. And small gantry.
Small bomb like that, don't they do just not enough damage?
Oh, they'll do plenty of damage, trust me.
Especially if you're equipped it correctly.
This will do plenty of damage. Don't worry about it. I just want to get all the weapon systems and what installed so I can try to determine if I need to move the center of mass around or not. So far it's in line correctly with everything, so got that going for me. And I probably need fuel tanks in here somewhere. Try to see if I can squeeze some more efficiency out of the CJE here in the back of this.
Isn't that a World War II campaign?
Yeah.
Yeah, finest hour.
Is not Jet a little too advanced for that?
It's allowed, but
Yep.
I'm going to try to make this look as much as a prop plane as I can, which not hard to do, honestly. Granted, it's going to take a little creativity, but is someone messing with my missile launcher?
No.
But you throw them.
Yeah, for some reason, this thing keeps launching them at the bottom. I'm not entirely sure why.
Oh, I'm not touching it.
Not me, honest.
Not me either. I'm not in.
Oh,
we
what's happening?
We know it's Jackson.
For some reason, my airplane is dropping missiles out of the bottom, and
We have an enemy on the field. There's a marauder.
Oh, okay, that makes sense then. Then I will just turn this to channel nothing for right now, I guess. So how are we looking as far as fuel goes? Probably a bit much.
Since we are in this campaign, I think we don't need any decoys, right? Except maybe sonar decoys.
Except maybe sonar decoys, yeah.
Yeah.
That sounds reasonable enough to me. Well, let's go to the AI, and we're going to do one of these, and we're going to do one of these.
Hmm.
79 meters a second.
That's damn fast for a big plane. Holy crap.
So, how are you guys progressing so far?
So far, so good, I guess.
Okay. Boy.
My helicopter has a phallic attachment.
Did Ian just make a
Okay.
penis joke?
What
He
did
did.
you do?
Yes, he did.
Yeah, I did.
No, lies and slander.
Iron style.
You shall never understand the girth of my humor.
Who is making noises?
Not me.
Jaxie,
Sorry,
is that
what?
you?
Sorry, it was me.
Okay, I thought so.
I closed the bag. Sorry.
Right then.
78 meters a second feels kind of slow for this, honestly. What do you guys think?
70 meters a second?
78.
Isn't that fast for the campaign?
From what I've seen, the aircraft in the campaign are kind of fast. So,
How fast is
If
kind of
you-
fast?
if you want to catch up to a bomber, you need to go at least 85 meters per second.
So not horrible.
If you want to stay behind a fighter, I think some fighters go up to 112 meters per second, maybe even faster.
Yep. I remember seeing a couple fighters move that fast while I was testing the planes out.
Well, I'm going to try to get this thing a little bit more juice. Not entirely sure how I'm going to do it just yet, but we shall see.
I think railguns are even allowed.
I believe so too. I just I can't remember.
Wait, let me have a look. Yep. Railguns are definitely allowed.
That's good to know.
That makes me wonder. I can understand why planar shields wouldn't be allowed. This isn't exactly World War One or World War Two tech. And
Everyone knows the Germans had UFOs in World War II. Come on.
I mean, yeah.
I mean, no, I know it's a state secret, but come on, we're friends. You can trust us. Huh?
Yeah, I know. I mean, have you ever been to New Antarctica? There's this secret UFO base, you know, from where they launched to the moon.
I knew it. It's just like Iron Skies.
Yeah.
That gave me a historical document. Yes. German zeppelins from the moon.
Oh, that movie was so
Interesting.
so weird, but in a good way.
You have
Yeah,
to
that
German
giant
asshole.
Nazi super weapon spaceship that was run on analog systems. Totally believable.
and the smartphone basically is necessary to power their super weapon.
Yeah, the brain is this newfound thing we've never heard of called it. Wow. Such condensed computing power, unlike the Germans had ever seen.
Don't German have a castle on the moon?
No, they had an entire buried underground base, which was actually also a giant ironclad mothership style thing.
Am I mad?
Yes.
Which then, when they plugged the smartphone into it, became able to take off.
Exactly.
When are you going to conquer the world now?
They tried, but then they got shot down by
By A-10s of all things.
by many multinational spacecraft? Question mark?
You mean the space battle? The what's it called? The USS George W. Bush.
Yeah, led by the US. And yeah, did they all nuke each other at the end of that film?
Yeah. They did nuke each other.
I thought I remember that. Yeah. They all started arguing about who did the most to save them all, and then it's like, you know what, we're going to nuke each other just because. And then the heroes of the film get to live on the moon in the crash wreck of the Nazi giant fortress super weapon thing.
Oh yeah, I think there's a second movie coming out. Ooh.
What? Really?
And from what I've seen, it's about lizard people living in the Hollow Earth.
Oh my god.
My understanding of the German plans for World War II goes ever deeper.
Yep, they really went there.
It does not surprise me in the least.
This
It's
is
very
now-
surprised Jax, yeah.
Yeah, but to be fair, Jaxie had never heard of Red Line.
Hmm?
Jaxie
Wait.
had never heard of Red Line until we told him about it, so...
Wait,
Yeah.
wait. What red line are we talking about?
The
Right.
anime movie.
The animated
The
movie.
anime. Oh, that one is absolutely. It's a
See,
masterpiece.
See, Jaxie Heismeister knows what we're talking about.
It's a hand-drawn and hand-animated masterpiece.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you're right.
very little of it is CGI. I think there's only a couple particle effects that are CGI in that entire movie.
Yeah, very few.
Because I have no... Not because he didn't want it.
The main reason why was because the movie took 7 years to develop and was hugely expensive.
How many years?
It took them 7 years to make. And it
Yeah.
was very expensive to do so.
Oof. 7 years.
Oh
Damn. Okay, that's very, very, very long.
Yeah, it was considered a box office failure because how expensive the movie was to produce.
I have no about what. Way too long.
Yeah, to be fair, in terms of cost calculations and revenue, the movie didn't do well.
That don't help.
But it was still a superb movie.
Hi, Legal.
Yes,
Hello.
it is highly recommended to you guys go watch it.
If nothing else, because there is a giant etheric newborn baby kaiju called Monkey Boy.
Yes.
What?
Yes, that does
Yeah.
exist.
Who is a giant glowing yellow baby.
Funky Boy. Oh yeah.
Monkey boy. Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's just in the background. It's not actually involved in the race itself.
And one of
Yeah.
the racers is
Yeah,
actually his race car itself. It's a kind of sentient machine.
More like
it's-
augmented and integrated into him.
Oh yeah, right. It's cyborg.
Yeah, he's
That's-
cyborgs into. You know what? I'm going to build my car into my body. That's what we need.
No.
What was it like in the opening scenes in the first race in Yellow Line? They were all shooting each other at some point.
Yeah.
Yeah, missiles. The missiles were struggling to out accelerate the cars half the time.
Ah, that movie is so.
Stupid but fun. And our main protagonist doesn't use any weapons whatsoever, too.
He's a racing purist.
Yeah.
Oh yes, that's right. He just uses his nitro boost.
And his Trans Am.
I think that's the most ridiculous thing.
Yeah, there's a
Small.
working Trans Am in that future.
In like high-tech cars and laser guns, just a Trans Am.
Wow. Just wow.
Mm-hmm. Wow, indeed.
Yep.
I think I don't need any recoil absorption, do I?
Well, I didn't fit any in mine. So,
Spray and pray it is.
mine's actually working pretty well, I think. Don't know if you've seen this yet, Damas.
Seen what?
The second helicopter I've been working on.
Oh, not yet.
The one, the schlong upgrade.
What happened to that plane? It just exploded. I didn't shoot it. What happened to it?
Is your helicopter bombarding the Marauder?
It is, yes.
Oh, okay. I think my heavy fighter needs more Dakar.
Possibly.
However, I've encountered a problem.
What's that?
Well, it is the fact that there cannot be enough Dakar.
So true.
Okay,
Arrive enough.
this gun, can't penetrate 1 mil of heavy armor, considering deleting 2 shots.
Single weapon mod is kinda interesting. This, I mean, simple weapon. Yeah, that's it.
Hey, Damon, can you come and see this battlecruiser's fire rate so I can adjust that in the settings?
Do what now?
Back on the layer. I made a battlecruiser gun.
Okay, let me finish setting up these bombs, and I'll give you a hand with that. I'm trying to set the angle on the frag warheads. I wish this would be more like the APS one where you just have to set like one.
2.3 every second.
Little Mean says mine is a very derpy flying goldfish. Thanks, Little Mean. Means it's working as intended, quote unquote.
Derpy.
Okay. The fire rate should be around 26 rounds per minute.
Painted orange.
Something happened with decoration and multiplayer, I think.
Yeah, decent.
Something went terribly wrong.
Why do you say that?
I cannot access this decoration here. Wait.
Where are you?
I'm... Oh, never mind. There it is. I just placed it in the most unusual place. That's all. Sorry for... yeah.
Okay, so battleship or battlecruiser turret, you said?
Yeah.
All right. So what is it you need me to do?
Just see what its fire rate is.
I got 23.2.
Pretty close.
Yeah. What kind of shell did you come up with?
It's on the base as
Armor
well.
piercing? Okay. And these are what, 5-meter loaders?
Yep, by meter.
Okay.
They also do some serious damage.
I'm looking at Ian's plane here.
Big
I mean
helicopter.
helicopter. How's that gun working out for you, Ian? Fairly
Went
accurate?
pretty well, actually. Yeah. And you can see it's pretty fast firing as well.
That's pretty cool, honestly.
Yeah, I just whack those quad minigun turrets onto the side of it as well, because why not?
How long does it take to burn through all of that?
These runs are also pretty quick, going at 1,453 meters per second.
How long does it take to burn through what, Will? Damas?
Burn through all the ammo that's stored in those belt-fed loaders.
Fair while.
Okay.
It does take a while to reload because it's not fitted for quick reloading, but
Yeah, that's kind of what I was wondering, honestly.
2 kilometers. 47. So this thing can reach out and touch 27 kilometers away. Now, if we
What
could
do you
only
mean?
daisy chain our units so that can actually be a possibility.
What do you mean 20 kilometers away?
The shell I have, the effective time is 20 kilometers. Effective distance is
Oh.
20 kilometers. Oh,
Okay.
26.
So you fire as far as a Yamato there.
Wait, who joined?
I joined.
Oh,
The maker.
the
Hey,
man
J-Dog.
himself. Hello.
That's all. I got a question about your chips and how you were able to get the ammo to switch.
For me?
Yeah, the finest hour.
Oh,
We are prepping to do a multiplayer run in Finest Hour.
oh shoot. Okay, I'm gonna release an update, hopefully by Sunday. It'll
Okay.
add a ton of stuff.
Okay. Good to know.
So it should be pretty epic.
Awesome. Look forward to it.
What have you did?
Well, basically, it hasn't been updated since like December. Basically, the planes are questionably functionable. Like a lot of the planes don't work well in the alpha test version. This update's going to be for the alpha test version, by the way, because I'm assuming it's going to release sometime soon. So stuff that's broken in alpha test gets fixed. UK becomes a functioning faction. Italy joins as a functioning faction. France joins as not functional in campaign, but it will be functional eventually. But just like there's some French vehicles added, so there's more American ships, a couple more Japanese ships, more airplanes, a couple aircraft carriers. I think actually only 2 aircraft carriers, but just to kind of see if they'll function well, and then if they do function well, add more later. So it's a bunch of stuff. There's some like changes to the map and stuff.
I think I'm happy with this helicopter as it is.
Oh, this sounds exciting. Wait,
Well-
you said that you would release it so that it is functional in alpha test.
Yeah. The
Oh.
test.
For some reason, my bombs missed.
Is this backwards compatible? Do you know this?
And I just realized why.
Some
Otherwise,
of
no.
the aircraft are powered by the new propeller system, so
Yeah.
no, unfortunately.
Ah, okay.
Does that mean we got to be in dev test to be able to play it?
Yeah. Not yet, but soon. I'm not sure. So I kind of want to wait till, in case, like, I'm not sure if I should wait till the new update comes out to then.
Ow!
Point is, I'm gonna have to.
Thanks,
either
Ian.
change
That wasn't
something
me.
out or
That
change
was probably
stuff.
me. Hold on. I know what's wrong.
Hey,
Yeah,
J-Dog,
that's-
the new propeller system, is it well done? Is it working well?
It does work well.
It works. Wish I had a bit more, how should I put it? Information on how to use it correctly?
Basically,
Okay.
the new propellers are a lot more power dense than Deadly Blades. Basically, so
Yeah.
like, it takes more power to run them, but they'll also make your aircraft go way faster. I'm pretty sure Corsair, most of the aircraft in Finest Hour just have small custom jets that are like have their effects disabled to get them to go fast enough because Deadly Blades were very weak. The new Corsair that someone built that's going to be in the update, that's powered by the new propeller system, and it hits like 120 meters per second, I think. So you can actually get fast aircraft with the.
Oh, that's
It's
glorious.
Very cool.
Oh, so just with propellers. No.
Yeah, just with propellers.
Ah.
No extra stuff. Of course, it takes a lot more engine power to run though. It's worth it in my opinion.
Are they easy to make, or are they complicated?
They aren't any more complex than Deadly Blades.
Getting them look right is the problem.
Is automatic detection still going to be a thing?
Yeah, that's still turned on. I've also turned off. Set the fog of war to where it shows the whole map already spotted. It won't show enemy vehicles spotted, but it will show like the map figured.
So we'll still have the fog of war, but we'll be able to.
You'll be able to see terrain, just
Yeah.
not. Yeah.
That sounds good.
It should be pretty epic. Actually, I should probably be working on that right now instead of playing World of Warships. 'Cause,
You're playing World of Warship right now. You. Oh, you.
I'll play. I'm probably gonna hop on later. I have work, but I'll probably be back from work by like later eventually, and then I'll play World of Warships.
Oh, you dare play that? You dare!
I'm
Dare,
excited.
I did dare.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm glad you guys are doing a campaign run.
We've been wanting to do it for a while.
I have a technical question to you, J-Dog.
Okay.
In the campaign, at least in this current version, the ring shields are disabled. would it be possible to enable them as a kind of to simulate stronger armor?
Naval ring shield.
I mean, I can understand why planar shields are disabled,
Yeah.
but ring shields.
I mean, I guess I could. It would just buff AC in exchange for engine power. Just
Yeah.
the issues. Probably won't do that, just because it's super in line with the World War II theme.
Ah, I see.
I'll think it over.
And railgun. That's one. Yeah, but you have railgun in your.
Yeah, that is the other thing. Yeah,
World War
so-
II railgun, right?
The
They
funny
did
thing
have
about-
railguns, but not the kind that we're talking about.
They had railway guns.
Yes,
Yeah.
that's
Yeah.
what I was referring to.
They had rail
Speaking of railway
cannon.
guns, there is a railway gun.
Yeah,
Um,
there's been a guy that's had like a video of it up on YouTube for a while that keeps popping up in my feed.
oh, really?
Mhm.
To look at that.
If it happens to
Um,
pop up again, I'll send you a link.
The railgun thing's funny because originally the only reason we had them was because like non-16-inch APHE was really underwhelming, but then they buffed APHE, and so now we don't really need them anymore. They're still in the campaign, so we're like, okay, whatever.
Oh, I thought you were talking
Stick
about
with it.
real life ordeal. So, I'm just imagining now a patch now for real life. We buff HE rounds.
God reaches down from heaven and says, high explosives have been buffed.
Yeah, that's a stupid thought, but it works.
Do we want to have a similar paint scheme on these vehicles, or is that just
that's
kind of
a-
open right now?
That's a good question. I think it would be advisable to have a unified paint scheme for all our vehicles.
That's kind of what I'm hinting at, yeah.
Are you guys gonna like stream this or just play it for fun?
Dream. Well,
Well,
Alex told
the
me.
part that we're
Yes,
doing right
both.
now, we're just streaming it. I wanted to record the sessions that we play the campaign in.
Okay.
But I guess Ian and Heitzmeister, they're free to do theirs however they see fit. So
Okay, that's cool. If you're gonna load videos or stream or whatever, having a unified paint scheme could get really cool.
Salmon pink.
that's kind of the reason why I brought it up. Salmon pink.
Bright yellow only.
Don't forget the polka dots.
Oh my god.
I say
Nope.
we make it red and black, like some kind of bad Sonic OC.
Oh.
I see a
but then
red
we
door
need-
and I want
then
it
we
painted
need,
black.
We need to add this, the
no,
flaming
no,
shoes,
no,
the
no.
block, the spikes, the supersized nose,
See,
And the
Ion knows what I'm talking about.
and the please no steel scrawled onto the side.
Oh, I know what you're talking about, Heismeister. I just don't want to chip in.
Also, not just red and black. You've got to try and make it look super edgy, like give it a trench coat or something. And some
Your ship
really,
a
really
trench
sharp
coat, what?
shades. But the other end of the spectrum is if you make it just like rainbow colours.
Hmm.
Pride fleet.
Though on a tangent though, the Sonic movies have been doing pretty well.
Yeah.
I imagine I'll have to redo the Daddy Blades on this thing, but that's okay.
Hey, J-Dog, how did you get the, what is it, ammo to switch in your APS
Oh
guns?
yeah, duh. Yeah, you can actually do it with control blocks.
Mhm.
Yeah, I know, but I don't know how.
So let's see. Let me find it. Let me grab a control block real quick. Look at the- I don't have it
Atlantis.
in-
Atlanta
Okay,
had it.
so I think for determining factor, I used target speed. But you can really use whatever you want. For the target action, it is in weapons / defenses, and then you select APS, and under the no, it's not an. Where is this? No, weapons / defenses is just an ammo intakes thing. So you that, and then there's a set ammo intakes. Then you have to get the ammo controller ID. Which you just hover over an ammo controller place, so it'll tell you its ID. Then you just go into the ACB and set ammo intake, and then set the ID of the controller. One downside, there's not really a good way I know to clear the clips of your APS guns. Like, there's a clear clips function, but I use it. Anytime I've tried to use it, it'll just keep clearing the clips over and over again as long as like the target condition's fulfilled. So it'll never actually fire because it's just endlessly clearing the clips. So normally once you switch shells, you're going to have to wait for the existing clips to be emptied out as the gun continues firing, so there will be some delay. But
Why are you doing that with APS? No, ACBs. God damn it. Are you doing that with ACBs?
Yes.
I think the Finest Hourcraft, it set up the American ships switch between hash to black frag. They're dual purpose secondaries depending on if they're shooting ships or aircraft.
I know the Atlanta does it.
Yeah.
Where's that clear clips command?
It's under the APS tab. You can try to get it working. It would be pretty cool if you did.
That
Not
would
tried,
work
though, it's
if the ACB that assigns a new ammo intake has a slave ACB next to it that deactivates the one which clears the clips.
It's probably the way to. That's probably the way to do it.
I'll find it out.
No, I was just wondering if there was a. Oh, what about turning up the activation interval?
Do that. It would still clear clips periodically, though, which could be annoying. And mess around with what Heismeister suggested.
Depends on the size of the clips, if it's useful or not, I guess.
But there's no way to do it with breadboard, isn't there?
In the latest
so.
update, there is.
Oh,
Don't know
yeah,
how
the
to
Alpha
do it.
test, they added a ton of breadboard stuff.
Oh.
Yeah, they did, but I have absolutely no clue how to do it.
Lee the Eagle asked a little bit ago, sorry for not saying this, who are we making planes?
Yes, I answered that a while back, I think. Didn't I?
Did you? I didn't. I don't remember hearing you do that. That's why I mentioned it.
Yeah,
It
I
is
thought I
now
did.
confirmed. Do be making planes.
Well, I've been making helicopters. Lucan's done some boats.
Helicopter, paracopter. So what strategy are you guys planning on taking?
Dakar?
Aka?
More like
Strategy.
You speak
Having
of
fun, I
strategy.
guess.
Having fun's not bad either.
Yeah, you speak of
Yeah.
strategy to a band of orc. What do you hope for?
Really looking forward.
Alright, so what do you guys think of the bomber?
What a bummer.
I cannot see it.
Engine, kind of fast. Extremely fast. Oh, is there a glass thing on the nose so it's like aerodynamic?
Yep, it's a trick Heitzmeister taught me. And it just drops big old clouds of AP and frag bombs.
Oh, yeah. No defensive armament, but I guess he'll probably have fighters escorting him, so.
I'm kind of on the fence on whether or not I want to add a defensive armament right now. I mean, it's entirely possible.
You guys probably already can just guess this by the fact that it's Austria-Hungary, but Austria-Hungary, like, if you just want to kill them with, like, no effort, bombers.
Don't help them.
So basically, they are the Deepwater Guard of the whole thing.
Yeah, their ships are, some of their ships are a bit tanky. They're, well, they're from First World War, so their anti-aircraft defenses are basically non-existent.
And looks like he's got a few different variants of his helicopter here. Like what he did with the Deadly Blades, that actually looks kind of cool.
Oh, the contra-rotating propellers, those
Yes.
look cool. Those are very nice-looking helicopters.
And then there's this little bit of something out here, I don't know what the hell this is. Looks like the front of a plane or something, I'm not sure.
Oh, that is something I abandoned.
Okay. Have you been working on your fighter, I'm assuming?
Yes, I have. I'm currently trying to set up the weapons and getting a
It's looking
much more
nice.
stable flight pattern.
Oh, speaking of stable flight pattern, J.O., you know all your planes, how they're constantly wobbling all over the place?
Some of them, not all of them.
Mostly the American ones.
Just one of the American ones that does that, but it's mostly fixed in the Alpha.
Well, you just need to decrease the detection time on the PIDs.
PPD of the PID.
Detection time?
The derivative time.
It's looking good, Heitzmeister. Gonna have any props on it?
Actually, I find decreasing that, if it,
Okay.
well, if you set it to 0, it makes it super bubbly.
Not too much, you just need to decrease everything as well, because too much of it, decrease it'll start to wobble way too much, and not enough it'll continue to wobble as it has been.
Okay. I'm going to finish up building this Italian faction HQ, and I'll finish the British faction HQ, and then it will be just update time.
Don't forget to put some tea and cake in the British one.
Yep, they're gonna need
Of course.
yeah.
Orion
Vital
won't be happy.
supplies.
I slapped
Vital
pizza in the
supplies.
Italian one.
Spaghetti in the Italian one.
Spaghetti and pasta.
Some meatball.
And don't forget the French. They need cheese and wine, right?
And
Yep,
at least
and some
one
baguettes.
baguette.
Don't forget the baguettes.
Oh, I can make a baguette with mimics.
That would be funny.
I've done that already.
Must learn the art of
What I
baguette.
need. Yes, that's what I need.
One.
I think Damas will like my latest version.
Sure, let's see what the hell you got. Pack.
Melee pack.
Yeah.
It's the one that's allowed.
Melee pack is allowed.
Yes.
that
Gun,
is
World War
allowed.
II pack.
Yes. I would have to look in.
Why the
look
hell
into
is-
the lasers? Went, oh, melee pack
You're
is
losing a lot
involved.
of respect there.
Why the hell would you allow melee pack, J-Dog?
I think I forgot to ban it.
Ah,
That's 3-star less.
Ah, I found the loophole. Yes.
Yeah,
I
that
was
it
going on
seems to be the
pack
case.
lenses on the banned items thing, and I was like, oh,
You lose some respect there.
so I banned them all, and I did not.
Yeah, I just happened to look inside and was like, wait a minute, why is the melee packs allowed when packs are normally not allowed?
Yeah.
pack is not supposed to be allowed anywhere.
Maybe you shouldn't have said anything, Ion.
Ah,
Now,
Like,
did,
I was only joking anyway because it's a melee pack. It's got 100 meters range.
yeah, but that's
Yeah,
a pack
that's kinda-
anyway.
Even
Fuck, I
though
can
these
hit
helicopters are
with
no
your
longer
sword.
flying bombs, 100 meters is way too close.
343 millimeters. Is that like what? 14-inch there, little Kari?
Probably less than 14-inch.
13 and a half?
13, something like that.
Yeah, I think that's 13 and a half. Okay, I was just curious.
Now time to make this surprisingly ugly.
Actually, that reminds me. I got this
Maybe?
cute little guy. If we take the decoy deployer out of the back, I think it would be completely legal with what we're wanting to do.
I forget, were there any restrictions on which simple weapons we can use?
I think I might have banned shard cannon. Actually, I don't know if I banned shard cannon. Aside from that, I think they're all good. No, I think I banned simple laser. But aside from that,
oh yeah, that
Right.
makes sense.
Yeah, I would.
Oh, what surprised me was that you didn't ban the laser target designator for the missiles.
oh,
Yeah?
probably should have done that.
Well, that seems to be doing something.
Maybe.
Maybe.
Now, I've just
Yes,
taken
I
that.
wonder when the first laser-guided bombs came out. I don't expect anyone to
Like
use
in the
laser
80s, I
bombs
think?
anyways, though.
I mean,
okay, yeah.
not laser guided, but
Guided bombs came out a lot earlier.
Yes.
Laser guided.
That was a German thing. The Fritz X. Someone stop me if I'm wrong here.
that is correct. What that was actually a remote guided bomb.
Yeah.
Oh, so remote guided existed. So
Where you have
guys,
to
remote
maintain
guided
line of
bombs and
sight.
missile.
So technically, you can rewrite laser guided systems as fire guided systems.
I mean, we do have a wire.
Yeah.
It's the harpoon cable, which also, I mean, does it work as a transmitter for remote guided? Oh yeah, so right, a remote guided missile cannot be jammed when a harpoon cable is attached to it. That's what it was. Oh, I just forgot.
Does this seem any use to you guys? A helicopter with 3 octuple 40 mils on it.
Come again?
Does this seem like it'll be any use? A helicopter with 3 octuple mounts 40 mils?
Are you talking about this thing with the miniguns on it?
No, the simple weapons. There's another helicopter buzzing around out there at the moment.
I guess I'm not seeing it.
It's the one that's shooting at the mortar at the moment.
Oh. Oh, okay. So you okay. Sure if you want.
It's actually, ironically, I think it's the most expensive of the 3, so... yeah, it's even more expensive than the one with the quad miniguns.
No shit.
And the thing is, this thing's mostly empty as well, the rear half, so it can take more stuff. Because those octuples are actually kind of expensive.
By the way, guys, just so you know, I went and set the detection to automatic because I believe that's how JDog has it set up.
Oh, this is absolutely mental. A rate of fire of 2,800 rounds per minute.
Yeesh.
I see nothing wrong with this.
What gun is that?
Oh, that's why. An 18 millimeter AP
Ah, yes.
HE gun. Yeah.
18mm.
Ah, there we go. More reasonable rate of fire is 830 rounds per minute.
Actually, you know how railguns are allowed?
Yeah.
Jackhammer turret.
Ooh.
Jack a what?
Huh?
Just had a thought.
Jack a what?
Jackhammer.
What is a jackhammer turret?
One of Ion's creations.
Yes. Very powerful one, as I recall.
If the evil genius make it, it must be.
Let's see. Did which was a 28mm.
I think something ran into something.
Let me just build one on the rig. Do you want me to stream to the Discord so you can see it, Jackson?
Already, I'm just watching you guys.
Oh, where you at, Ion?
I'm on the main fortress.
What the hell is this thing?
What are you looking at?
This plane here?
The red one. I
Yes.
have no idea.
Not mine.
It's Meister, this one of yours?
You mean a biplane?
No.
Red and black.
It wouldn't appear red and black to him, I think. Those are my fleet colors.
Oh yeah, that's one. A plane that's kind of been shot up a bit.
I don't know if it's
Is
been
it-
shut up, but...
Is it
Nice.
near the fortress?
It's missing a bunch of stuff.
Pegasus is its name.
Oh, that's my my attempt at making a heavy fighter.
Oh,
Feel
okay.
free to scrap it.
Okay. I'll go ahead and take it out then. Sure you don't want it?
Very sure.
Okay.
Give up his child. Like this. That's sad. Throwing his own child to the garbage.
Dang, the bird.
So, where is that jackhammer turret?
Right
The
here.
one that's blasting away right now.
Oh my god! What is the rate of fire of that thing?
Insane.
Oh, it's a railgun. I noticed
Air
that.
rail.
That's
It's a
a real gun!
28mm
Rail.
railgun with a firing rate of 1,419 RP.
Where's the real attachment on this?
It's barely got any actually, because it's a very
oh,
compact railgun. I think it's got like
Yeah, but-
one rail piece
okay,
Really?
Interesting.
Yeah.
Where's the charger?
underneath the turret mount, behind
Wow.
that oblique plate.
So, what bonus do we get from being a railgun?
Very low cooldown in this
Mhm.
case.
Is
Good
it,
job,
Because you
Is
have a
it
high fire rate.
Very high
Oh
fire rate, very low
my
cooldown because it's a very
God.
small
Absolutely
shell.
pouring. What is that at? Like
1,000 rounds.
K explosive damage? What?
Yeah, it's gonna keep climbing and climbing like that. I think it's about an ammo though.
Yeah,
you
it's just
yeah.
spent its
Okay,
ammo, so
we'll
it's
just
slowed
unload
down.
a belt of ammo over like a
It reloads surprisingly fast though.
The
The
fuck?
thing is,
5-second period.
it may only use like 1 meter clips but it holds over 1,500 rounds.
Oh my god.
1,690 actually in this version.
What the fuck?
Which that reminds me.
It's already reloading. It's already
So it's
halfway.
it's not breaking part on it. It's breaking part over time. That's what I hear.
It saturates. It's meant to function as a close-in defense gun and a close-in defense gun. It's a defense gun twice over. No, it's CIWS system, but it also functions to strip armor off enemy vehicles that get too close as well.
Oh, big
Yeah,
RD. Oh, big RD ammo on
is
it.
banned.
Aha! Suez is banned.
It can still function as like an anti-aircraft gun.
I said it
Absolutely
functions as a
tear apart
CIWS, but it's
aircraft.
just fine as a normal turret as well.
Wait, would that mean that the CBIS controller is banned as well?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, I'm on Finest Hour right now. Let me. Yeah. Oh, I have to ban the new one. They added the all-in-one CIWS controller. I still have to ban that, so I'll go in and ban that soon.
How would you guys feel about using this guy? I'd have to.
Oh, the spooky.
Yeah, I would have to take out the large custom jet engine in the back, but I think that's the only real major change that I'll need to make with it. This was kind of inspired by Ion's flak turret.
Wow.
It's basically a gunship like a C-130, except this is just firing like 30 millimeter.
Just absolutely shreds up everything.
Yes. And there's the whole gun mechanism back here. Took me a while to get the Tetris.
So, no, do you have your plane saved?
Which one?
The one that's currently flying around?
Flying around in circles or
The one that's currently blue and yellow?
blue and yellow? Oh, the that's the gunship. Yeah, I just spawned that in. Why?
Damn it, just missed.
Which version of the spooky did you load in, Dama?
The latest, This is
Version what?
the Mark II. This is the one that has the jackhammer styled cannons in the belly of the plane.
If you remember, I built my custom version as well.
I don't know if that would work in this version.
I don't know. It's been ages since I've seen it. I remembered when you said the spooky that I'd built a customized one.
Yes. But, I don't know, J-Dog, what do you think? Is this something that would be potentially allowed? Minus the, large custom jet engine?
I mean, if you swap out the engine, honestly, if you replace the large custom jet with a fuel engine and then swapped out the Deddy blades for the new propeller system, you could probably get it going the same speed that it is now. The
Okay.
custom jet's the only thing that's banned. Not sure how viable it would be against like large.
Wait,
ships,
custom jet
but
engines are
against-
banned?
Only the large one.
Okay, just wanted to clarify that.
Yeah.
Get me scared for a moment.
Yeah, no, just the large one. Yeah, I'm not sure how effective it would be against like large capital ships, but against like smaller things or like shore installations.
I mean, this could be switched to all frags so it could do better damage to armor. I think Lil Kari just, yeah. He ventilated the back a bit.
Yes, this can be used as an anti-aircraft gun. Actually, I think I nearly shaved off the entire tail.
Actually, now I kind of want to build a small, a light cruiser with cram mortars.
That would be devastating.
Yeah, especially since crams on the 100% detection accuracy. I mean, the mortars are they behave weird. They are almost guided.
Cram in general in Finest Hour is incredibly strong.
When
Really?
when I looked at crams when we were doing a multiplayer test, For some reason, all the cram pellet loaders were red.
They were red.
As in banned.
When finest hour?
Hmm.
None of the cram parts are banned. You said the pellet?
Yeah, all the pellet loaders were in a red box.
Oh, the compactors. Or
Yeah.
do you mean
There
the pellets?
There is like
The,
a
the
red
pellet
box
loaders,
around
the
them, but they're not-
HEEMP hardener, all that stuff.
I think
There's a red
something
box
like
in
this
the
might work
background, but
too.
That's they're not banned. You can still use them and click on them. That's just part of the default game. I don't know why it's set up like
Okay, so yeah, okay, that's just me getting a bit confused. Don't mind me.
that. No, you're good.
Okay. I see what you mean.
It doesn't need the detection, but I think this would be useful. It's a very quick little frigate with 4 cram cannons. Goes about 40 meters a second. Meant to be a bit of a early game short range brawler.
Corollas, good evening.
Hi, Corollas.
He's been watching the stream on the Discord already for quite a while. By the way, didn't Mortars lose their auto tracking?
They
Yeah.
did. Let me explain. It is very difficult to set up accurate cram mortars in the vanilla game with automatic detection not set to 100%. You need essentially a lot of trackers and adjust your AI a bit, how many detection points to use and yeah, stuff like that. But if detection is set to 100%, then cram mortars are incredibly accurate. They don't kind of track as they used to, but it's still noticeable.
Huh.
Was that an understandable explanation?
Yeah.
Seemed reasonable to me.
I just remain very unimpressed with their accuracy.
Understandable.
Because I slapped one down, and 5 shells, I've not hit the Marauder once.
Oh, and the Marauder is stationary.
It's
It's
actually
that
wandering
insult
around
to
in
injury.
circles. It's moving a little bit, but not very much at all. And that's why I've never really got on with crams as like a weapon system. Not crams, mortars I should say. Crams I'm
Oh.
fine with.
While
I
we
will
are
say, Mist Hour isn't really designed with crams in mind, so a lot of cram builds can be incredibly overpowered.
Please tell me more.
I don't know if that's wise or not.
So
I mean, considering that I actually build kind of fast firing crams rather than going for just the biggest boom possible.
that might not be as overpowered, but it's basically like neater crams are the best weapon system in terms of just like raw damage dealing potential, but they're far from a super effective weapon system because there's tons of things that dodge crams or shoot crams down or whatever. In Finest Hour, where it's mostly like large capital ship combat, most targets you're going to be able to consistently hit with crams. And that makes crams very strong, being able to actually hit something.
in theory, you could change the cram speed factor in the world settings.
Could. Now it's
Could.
just on default.
Yeah.
Default at least. I could change it to 0.66 at 0.66, so they'd go back to being 200 meters per second. So I might do that. Sure, though.
Oh yeah, we'll see how we do.
Yeah.
Is the Marauder? Oh,
Has the Marauder checked out?
the Marauder is in God mode.
Okay, so it's still.
Oh yeah,
Okay.
Demo, I wanted to show you something.
Uh,
Just spawn in.
one moment here. You can go ahead and spawn in if you want. I'm just trying to get something hooked up to this guy. 'Cause I
I'm
just.
sure you have seen this already,
Okay.
but I think this can be retrofitted for Finest Hour. Just have to remove the guided missiles, I think. Alright, there it is. This rather unusual looking aircraft. It's
We
red
have a lot
and
of unusual looking aircraft, honestly.
oh,
Yeah, it's a lot of stuff spawned in and just wandering around.
it's called the Devastator.
I am vaguely familiar with this. Is it the same plane that we used in our co-op?
Yep,
Okay.
just slightly modified.
So you still got the grenade launchers?
Yeah, the grenade launchers.
Very
Oh,
nice.
it's a zero derivative.
Very nice.
I mean, I could possibly replace those missiles with something else.
Well, torpedoes.
Just make them radar bombs.
Yeah. That doesn't sound like a horrible idea.
Oh yeah.
I get back to work on this thing.
I'll be honest, I think that's enough FTD for me for now.
Okay.
That's alright. I mean, I've not really focused on anything since I built that second helicopter. I don't think.
Helicopter.
Yeah.
Oh yes, this is going to work.
So I'm going to end my stream there. I do have those two helicopters saved though, torpedo version and one that's just like Dakar.
Okay.
And well, torpedo one's like 11,000, Dakar one's like 14.5. So kind of mid-range as far as early game costs go, I think. But yeah, Lermine and whoever else tuned in on my side, thank you very much for watching.
Mm-hmm.
You guys enjoyed the show, and yeah, I'll try and do more streaming in the future. So yeah, I didn't mean to let that slip. You get to hear my cultured British accent once more. Yes. Tea and crumpets for everybody. Until then, see you all later.
The mighty overlord is quitting.
Yeah.
Amazing
Well,
job, mate.
I almost
brilliant.
put together a version with dual turreted 500mm cannons, but I
So
kept getting distracted.
my cram frigate, I got it going up to 47 meters a second.
It's almost the speed of some slow aircraft.
Yes.
Let's zoom in.
Oh, J-Doc, I have a question regarding the aircraft. They always spawn in squadrons.
Yeah.
Have you set up scuttling rules for the drone types of the squadron?
Yes, that is like main aircraft change of this update is they will all despawn properly now.
Ah, okay.
Well, yeah, because previously they would just get, they'd just be stuck like orbiting in space, and it would be incredibly annoying. So that shouldn't happen anymore.
That is
I
good
hope.
to hear. Yeah, so you basically have assigned these drones an own unit slot and then probably adjusted the scuttling rules for every drone, right?
I did do that for like 2, and it was incredibly tedious. But then this guy, actually shoot, find his Discord username. I'm pretty sure it's this guy, Flat. Anyways, basically this guy was like, yeah, that's stupid and painful. And then he wrote a code that did it, where it would just copy the despawn settings from the flagship to the drones.
Huh.
So I owe him basically like 10 hours of my time that I would have spent going through every aircraft, saving it individually, then reassembling the squad with the newly saved aircraft with scuttle settings.
Oh.
That would have been horrible, but this guy saved my ass, so...
Nice! How did he do it? So he wrote a
Was a-
code that just copies the scuttle settings to the drones?
Yeah, he wrote a Python script, I think. I can actually... I have the script. Let me find it.
I'm surprised that this isn't in vanilla FTD. Well, would be really useful to have.
Yeah, it's not even in the game, it's just a side script. I'm gonna post this in general voice in case
Oh,
you want it.
Okay. Thanks.
It's very nice.
Have
basically
you
just-
actually figured out how to implement custom scripts into campaigns?
I have no idea.
Oh, okay.
I have not. I mean, I'm sure, like... I don't know how to write Lua, but, like, I'm sure with Lua you could do stuff for individual vehicles, but not anything... I don't know how to do anything more advanced than that. I don't know how to do that either, but...
No, because I do know that the change in spawn point when you select the difficulty in Nita is controlled by a certain script, but I can't find it anywhere.
Oh, I'm not sure how well the like the diplomacy is gonna function.
Question on the diplomacy. Can you turn that off and on in the world designer?
Yes. But when it's turned off, stuff doesn't work properly. When you turn it off, the diplomacy screen is still up.
Mm-hmm.
Like declaring. The issue is you can't like Yeah, so I tried it. This is weird. I'm not really sure how to explain this. I tried to turn it off when I was messing around with the Caravonian Rebellion,
Mm-hmm.
because Caravonian Rebellion was based on not using diplomacy and just going off the relationship metrics.
Mm-hmm.
Issue is, it would still bring up council meetings. Then you decide to go to war on someone, and nothing would happen because relationship metrics hadn't changed enough. And the issue was, still had the function where, like, if you change diplomacy, you can declare war on people. And the way to go to war would be to park your craft in their tile. It would get them angry over time or whatever. But in the newer versions of the game that do have diplomacy, they'll just, like the can't capture this tile message, and you're free to, if you send your craft into enemy territory. So then you'll just have your ships parked there, not doing anything, and it's just like, can't capture this tile, and the relationship doesn't degrade at all. So, honestly, have no idea how to get around that. I'm sure there's a way, but I haven't figured it out. But right now it's just, let's see. The diplomacy system hasn't been that bad. I know for Neater it gives incredibly high amounts of commodities for doing stupid stuff. In Finest Hour, from loading up the campaign and then waiting till the first council meeting to see what pops up. I haven't gotten anything insanely ridiculous yet, so hopefully it'll work out properly.
Yeah, so far I've not seen anything too broken. I think the most I've gotten was 500,000.
It's good.
No, it's not like the 2 million or something you get in Nita.
Yeah. not anything wild. That it should. Hopefully, it works as intended.
So you're saying the old diplomacy system without the council meeting is no longer functional?
What I've seen.
Okay.
Like, I'm not sure if you could get it functioning. One time I tried to get it functioning, though I couldn't get it to work. It wouldn't hurt. Like, if you guys really want it, though, it probably wouldn't hurt to, like, I don't know, mess around and see if you can find something out. Because I wasn't incredibly thorough with my experimenting.
Because I kinda need that for my custom campaign.
Yeah, it doesn't sound like a horrible idea.
I'll
there's
figure
a
something
way.
out.
I hope, yeah.
Anyway, I'm also still waiting on all the updates
Yeah.
for Nita to hit the stable branch with the new vehicles and such.
That's fair.
My bomber's still out
I've
there?
been-
Yep.
I'm kind of unsure on whether or not I should seed in the alpha branch in case they change stuff. Like, you know, suck to have to fix things that I've already fixed to be functioning in the alpha branch, but figured I might as well. Since alpha has been up for a long time, it seems like they should hurry up and try to fix bugs and stuff, but hopefully it will enter stable soon.
Alright, let's see here. What could I name this bomber? That could work.
Sorry, I'm not doing too much to like uphold like the conversation. I'm just kind of
Oh, you're fine.
just
You
on
say
throwing
you
some
say
stuff
more than
together.
me. So.
Sometimes things just get kind of quiet.
Yeah.
What are you doing, Ian? Since you're not anymore in FTD.
Oh, I've just gone around and closed my windows
Oh,
because it's raining.
I don't know, you're still there.
I'm not on FTD, but I didn't say I was just leaving the chat as well.
Okay.
Gotta close all 300 tabs that are open.
A man after my own heart. So many tabs.
Yeah, I got the same thing. Because tabs are freaking awesome.
tab. Freaking awesome. Are you serious?
Have another look at Heitzmeister's plane again.
Oh yeah, feel free to look around.
Isn't this your pack fighter?
It was my pack fighter.
Okay. It does look like it's ready to fuck someone up.
Oh, it is. I probably haven't mentioned this a lot, but it really takes a long time for me to build something that I'm actually happy with.
Why did you say that? It looked ready to. Okay.
It's still missing something.
I think my cram frigate needs a name, but I'm not quite sure what to go with yet.
Yeah. Oh, are you still sticking with the like metal song naming scheme?
Yeah.
That's Damas for you.
I'm looking at Megadeth songs right now. Nothing's really calling out to me.
Have any master puppet ships? Yeah, actually, that would be a good name for a carrier.
I had thought that too at one point, so yeah.
Hmm. Oh god, I made the mistake to switch to a spin block while it is spinning.
Join motion sickness.
Ooh,
I'm thinking
more like
call to arms.
epilepsy, actually, the way it is spinning.
Oh, it's
Yeah, let's
Feels
fix
like-
let's fix that.
3 rads a second.
Yep. Way too many rads a second.
Wings no longer produce lift when they're mounted on a spin block.
No, I don't think they do.
Okay.
Yeah, that. Who was it? He's one of the newer YouTubers. Gosh, what the fuck's his name?
Bungalow Bill?
Yeah, Bungalow Bill was kind of upset with that because he made an ornithopter using that idea.
And now it's busted.
Yes.
R.I.P. Chad Ornithopter.
I do have a light cruiser that I had been working on, but it's nowhere near ready. I think I clicked on the wrong damn thing. Here we go. I liked how the hull for this turned out, and it's pretty well armed. I'd probably have to take the missiles out of it, which understandable, but I think it's
Oh, sorry, Damas, go ahead.
it's only a little over 200k, and I really liked how the hull turned out, but What do you guys think? If I rip the missiles
Oh,
out?
It'll also be. What's the. Wait, what are the thing's dimensions? It's like. Oh, petite cruiser.
I was experimenting with the tumble home hull on this. I think it turned out pretty good. The guns are pretty impressive too. They're like 6-inch, and there's 12 of them. I haven't really came up with a name for it just yet, but it's pretty effective with the 6 inches. They tear apart aircraft pretty well. I'm not quite sure what shell I have in them at the moment. I imagine it might be an armor piercing. Yeah. It's
Yeah,
SAP.
cool.
The sap is very good.
Yes, I am really loving SAP right now. Actually, I have a battleship that's using SAP right now.
What's that?
Semi-armor piercing.
Ah, okay.
For me, I just been like putting a armor piercing head on it, then like 2 HE modules on the end, and it'll pen a lot of armor.
Yeah. Just some really nasty, like especially like made some 380mm sap that did around 8k explosive damage, but it can still pen like 4 meters of metal.
Yeah, it's pretty
That
goddamn
amount
good.
of damage, yeah, approaching the damage of this in cannon or something. But of course it's APS, so it fires quickly.
Speak of sap, will the Italians be getting it?
Above warship. They have a couple ships trying SAP. Right now the only capital ship with SAP is Amagi.
No. 104 ship, capital ship, cruiser, NDD. Italian ship all have SAP.
Gaming moment.
Pleasure. Her pleasure.
Ah, I did it. I made highly polished chrome propeller hubs.
Oh. Okay.
Especially with graphic fidelity turned up to the highest setting.
I'll have to come take a look at that here in a moment, because that sounds pretty awesome.
That is so much worth it. Yeah, I have recently fallen in love with this chrome optic.
By chance, have you had a chance to look
Nice and shiny.
through the those German designs for Dominion and Dama?
I did not have the chance to do so, no.
Okay, that's fine. I was just curious if you had or not.
So,
No big deal. Heitzmeister has graciously volunteered to re-Tetris the Gothic Reich's cram cannons to 3D Tetris.
But nice.
yeah. Now that I have learned 3D Tetris, I thought might as well apply it somewhere. Took me long enough.
He still hasn't learned 3D Tetris.
I've
Who
tinkered it with it a little bit with
Yeah, I feel like
someone's help. I think it was Lego who was helping me out with that.
I feel like it's not that difficult, but I just. Man,
It's the way
Different.
I experienced it. It's not. It's actually not difficult once you get the hang of it. But yeah, now that sounds kind of stupid, but it's how it is.
It's expected.
Victus says that ship looks like it'll turn into a submarine if so as much gets a single hole in it. What ship are you referring to? There's like several of them running around right now.
Suspense.
I'm wondering if he's talking about this light cruiser I've been tinkering with here for a few moments. Right now I'm just trying to make it ready for finest hour by pulling out the sensors and removing, what was it? The missiles. I think it could stand to do with some torpedoes though.
Torpedoes are always nice.
Especially because you can make them work in a very small area.
Yeah. Compact.
I would even argue that they're probably one of the best weapon systems in the game.
You get to fight a Kitakami.
Actually, I'm going to put one of those in Finest Hour. I mean, not Finest Hour, but Dominion of Dama.
Kitakami.
Yes.
Yes. Hope that
What's
thing's
so special?
influence.
It's a torpedo cruiser,
So
so
it
very well.
was a Kuma class light cruiser, which was just like a pretty mediocre Japanese cruiser from like the 1920s. Then someone said, "What if we remove all but 4 guns and just give it 40 torpedo tubes?"
Yep.
And then they did that. So
That
now it
become a
has-
big destroyer.
has
Oh.
40 Type 93 long lance torpedoes.
I understand. It's that one meme ship.
That's
Yes.
I see. Yeah, I've seen it in some World of Warships videos.
I hope they will
after it
never
was
do that.
There was a torpedo cruiser. They moved all the torpedoes and turned it into like an anti-aircraft cruiser. So it had like similar anti-aircraft suite to Yamato, just on like a small cruiser for some reason. The Yamato's AA was effective, but it's a lot.
Yeah, but there's a gap in the Yamato's A. There's a big gap. But if they respect the real Yamato, there was a big gap in the A, but whatever. There were like a
Yamato,
circle
no.
around it. A circle around the Yamato about, was it 1 kilometer away? There was a circle where the weapon on the Yamato was not able to fire. If you can enter that without getting shot, you're able to fire at him directly. That was the weakness of the Yamato, the A circle inside.
Isn't that asking a bit much? You know, without getting shot.
It was. How do you think they kill it?
Not that I
Kill it with
kilometer
torpedo.
Well, even outside of the aircraft mine zone, it was still not great anti-air. It was actually pretty bad anti-air.
Yeah, it was not supposed to be an interior platform. It was supposed to be a in company of other ship, but yeah, Japanese had nothing to give it to me anymore. So
Yeah. Japanese carrier fleet disappeared.
if they didn't suicide every fucking pilot in their army, maybe.
I thought it was due to the problem that experienced pilots didn't get to return home and train new ones, but rather were sent out to the field again.
Sound about right.
Yeah.
A
Die!
whole lot of issues.
Don't train more pilot. Die for honor. Rah.
Oh well.
I'm out of sight now, for real. Oh, okay, fine.
I could give my heavy fighter a gunner, a rear gunner.
Why not?
Yeah, go for it.
Yeah. Just should I put
I-
in?
Guys,
it's-
you guys do have this more simple weapons mod installed, right?
I do.
Yes.
Yeah. Even once you guys, that's used for Finest Hour. It should prompt you in case you don't have it downloaded to download it when you install the campaign. Once you have the campaign installed, but like to get the updated version, you'll have to reinstall it.
So how
Force us.
how many people have been raffle stomping with guided missiles?
Oh, I haven't heard of it happen yet, but I'm sure it's happening all the time.
That's a fair enough answer, I suppose.
It'd be really cool if there was a way to ban individual APS components.
Yes. That would be
Yeah,
awesome.
EMP for example.
Yeah, like you can stop the whole campaign by just getting EMP'd
Mhm.
everything.
So if I want to win your campaign, I just have to use EMP in my ammo. What? That's right.
And it will demolish the entirety of everything. But you'd be fun. You'd be bored out of your mind.
Yeah, that's what I say. Boring. That will not be really fun.
Not really, no.
I also put there's like a disclaimer in the Steam Workshop that says, hey,
Yep.
the various things are not banned, but please don't use them.
That is one of the first things that we talked about before getting too far into this, actually.
Alright. You are men of culture.
Yeah, we had to set some honor rules.
Do we use it on RAM?
I mean, they are just a former shadow of what they were before.
Yeah, I know. They're not as strong as they were.
Sad. Very
You
sad.
cannot- Yeah, you cannot send that ship flying anymore.
No, I was more thinking of you cannot squish a bulwark on the seafloor anymore.
Oh, that.
Those
yeah.
were the days.
Possible, what?
Yes.
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 They used to have an orbital platform. Yeah, Damas, please explain.
Yes, I had an orbital railgun. I called it the Rod from God. And the way this worked is it had a very, very big 400 millimeter, 4-meter shell that it fired, and it was equipped with a graviton ram. So, what you did with this, I first experimented with using this in ashes. And basically what it does is it slams the tanks into the ground so hard it completely forgets that it has a suspension whatsoever, and the tank just basically disintegrates under the force of the graviton ram into the ground. One-shotting it.
That's amazing.
Graviton ramps were so fun to use.
I have it on camera in one of my very early streams, but it was definitely working.
Yeah,
I was
That's
very
exactly
satisfied
it.
with it.
they were fun. I mean, sure, stupidly overpowered.
Yeah, imagine seeing a bison tank just instantly evaporating.
Well, you can't do the must have been the mass drivers people would have been able to make would have been insane.
I think Heitzmeister also tinkered with this, and he flipped a bulwark with it.
Yeah, we flipped the bulwark. We hit it so hard it collided with the seafloor, and the resulting collision damage basically removed its lower half.
Mm-hmm.
What the
Yeah.
fuck?
brilliant.
I said bulwark scrapping on the ground. Oh wow.
It would basically insta-scrap about anything.
That's kind of funny.
One time I did use the Revtown Rams. I was flipping a Marauder over and over and over again.
I think we all did that at some point. Alright, so what do you guys think of the light cruiser I got here? This guy could probably use a name too. I went and ripped out some missile launchers that were on the left and right side, and I found a place to put in a torpedo launcher here in the bottom here, like about 8 frag torpedoes.
Oh, there it is. Oh,
Yep.
neat.
Had a fun time making the hull for it.
Oh, there's one speedy toy boat.
You talking about what the hell is
The
that?
Thunder Horse Mark II.
Yes. That is one of the fastest ships I ever made.
Looks like a bathtub toy in my fleet colors.
I'm sure it does. But damned if it ain't fast. It did have some missile decoys mounted in the back of the superstructure. I went and ripped those out, and I put a 60mm grenade launcher on the front of it because in Finest Hour we don't have to worry about sensors. So, yeah. It fires fragmentation grenades out of that, by the way.
Oh, that reminds me. There are submarines in Finest Hours. Finest Hour, aren't there?
Yes, there are. Not that powerful, to be fair, but are there.
Okay, that means there is some use for this depth charge routine I have made for a destroyer, which basically
Good.
does attack runs on a submarine and drops depth charges.
What are you using for the depth charges?
I am using magnet mines with a ballast tank set to minimum buoyancy.
Hmm.
It basically uses the bombing behavior.
It is incredibly cool. If you highlight that in any type of video or film or whatever, I will absolutely watch it.
Yeah, I think I figured out how to get the ammo to switch
I'll make sure to remember this.
reliably. Basically, I put. No, it'd be easier to just stream this. Yep, this is very much what I did. J-Dog.
Let me click on to do stream in a sec. Oop, oh, Discord, what's going on? Okay.
Yep,
alright,
Discord
I'm
like
watching.
to die sometimes.
Okay, so... Alright, you got an altitude one.
Yep. Which sets to there. The other one is
Okay.
just based. Yep, and the other one is basically the same. But this is where
Okay,
what
the
happens.
opposite.
This has the same target condition as the switching one, except it clears all shells. Plus, there's the slave right here that clears it, checks every 60 seconds.
Okay. Clear, so there's a delay.
So clear the shells every 60 seconds.
Yeah, and that way you're not just constantly deleting every shell that gets loaded. That's cool.
Yeah. Of course, then we had to test this on in order to find one that actually flies above, 20 meters or so. As they go to the Scarlet Dawn.
Yes. Everyone's favorite alien colonizers.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I got a few submarines that may actually work for this as well.
Submarines are definitely viable. By all means, go submarine stuff if you want to.
I think I have a few from Dominion of Damn It you guys might like. Here, hold on.
Dominion of Damas. You have submarine in Dominion of Damas?
There's a few of them, yes. I plan on making a few for each faction. They're surprisingly easy to make, and I can usually build them in a single stream, so yeah.
Do you want my pocket German submarine? You may like it.
Send it to me and I'll think about it.
No problem.
Anyway,
I didn't know you were using those.
yeah, there's definitely going to be submarines in this. This is one that I made for the American faction, actually. And the cool thing is has a working periscope. There's actually a camera sensor in there.
Is
And a laser rangefinder.
dang okay. Yeah, and you got the submarine type hull form down perfectly.
Thank you. It probably moves a little fast, but when I tried to change the speed of it, it seemed like it just completely fucked with the balance of the rest of the submarine.
I guess drag's probably a
Yeah.
pretty large factor. I think I finished the Italian faction HQ, so
The guns on this are purely decorational, so yeah, don't expect those to work. But she's pretty cheap. I mean, only 23,000.
I think a lot of the finest hour submarines are a similar cost to that. I think the most expensive one is, I don't think any of them are more than 100k. I think there's one of the French cruiser submarine things where they decided to put 8-inch guns on it for some reason. Yeah, that one.
Yeah.
Yeah, we have that one, and I think that one is maybe 80k-ish, but most of them are a lot cheaper.
I believe the British also have one too.
I really don't know where that whole cruiser submarine design philosophy came from, but
It was a basic way to get around the Versailles Treaty, the Washington Treaty.
oh, that makes sense because they limited.
Here we go.
Tonnage.
This is
Yeah,
the
very
British
funny.
one.
Yeah.
The superior specimen.
I believe this has torpedo launchers in the front and the back, and it's got some decorations on spin blocks that open whenever there's an enemy present.
See? Superior. Rule Britannia.
Oh, I have to go do something. I'll be right back.
But yeah, I think I'm actually going to head off now, so
Alright, Ian.
Okay.
You have a good night.
My lord.
I'll catch you guys later.
Bye, catch you later.
I should be available for a little bit tomorrow before I go to work, so...
Unfortunately, I'm on shift tomorrow, so I don't
Okay.
think I'll be able to do anything.
Okay, that's cool. That's the British one. And I believe I have one for... Bulgaria. Yeah. Here we go. And these are actually modeled after World War I era submarines. It took me forever to try to find good pictures of them.
No, you can make it Huntsley. The Marine.
Is that the one that was used to ram ships with the prong torpedo thing?
Nope.
Okay, I
The
must be
very
thinking of it.
first torpedo. Very first submarine, actually.
Yeah, the Hunley.
Yeah, the Hunley. But it's not ramming them with a prong. It's basically literally going underneath the ship, drilling a tiny hole into it, and shoving a stick of dynamite up it.
Kinky.
So
And
that's
it
just
was...
a demolition job, but underwater.
Yes.
Yeah, that was pretty much the very much first submarine. And here's the thing, it did its job perfectly well.
Except as a
Except-
suicide mission.
No, not really. It would have worked perfectly if it weren't for the fact that the little drill got stuck in the ship's hull when they were trying to retrieve it. Which meant they were pretty much stuck underneath a ship that was about to go kaboom.
Like I said, suicide mission.
Damas, could you please spawn another target?
Anyone in particular?
No, anything will suffice.
Okay, we'll bring in a couple of marauders and we'll just turn off their AIs.
Okay. I just
And-
need to confirm something.
I'll put them on God mode so that way we can keep them around
Oh, no,
for a
no,
little
please, I need to test my weapon damage.
bit. Okay. Ooh.
Thanks.
Looked like you're about to crash into that thing.
Ooh, that's a bit too close.
Yeah, that was pretty
Yeah.
damn close.
I need to increase the break-off distance maybe to 100.
You're making the guns fire through the propellers. I fucking love it.
Oh, I'm gonna be getting off now.
Alright,
Bye.
you take care, little curry.
Yep, you too. See you, everyone.
See you.
So he's going with 100mm cannons. Okay. $104 RPM. That's pretty decent, honestly. You got two different shell types in here. Looks like shaped charges. Yeah, that existed in World War II, so that's cool. Armor piercing head. Okay. Do I need to spawn in more of these for you?
No, it's alright. They're still alive.
Yeah, but everything's like trying to kill them now.
That's
Yeah.
understandable.
I don't think your plane even sees that marauder down there because I think its AI
Oh.
might have got sniped.
Oh, it does. It just needs some adjustment to its AI, I think. Oh, its AI got sniped.
Yeah. I'm gonna turn off the weapons for some of the stuff that's running around out there, so
Why is it despawning then?
it's
Multiplayer.
yeah. Multiplayer weird shit. Anyway, I'll bring in actually, how about I bring in something a little bit more substantial like a crossbones?
Okay.
So it could take a little bit more punishment before it gives up the ghost. Something's definitely shooting at it. Ooh, that was nice. Kind of a short attack run there, though, I think.
Yeah, I've configured it to hunt bombers, not exactly ground targets.
Would you prefer I got you some bombers then?
How about one of those deep water guard bombers? Yeah, that would be great.
A wooden
Actually,
one?
I just need to make a adjustment to the target prioritization to
Okay, I'll put in a couple of
Prioritize.
Felixes in there.
propulsion.
Ooh.
Still trying to target the crossbones.
Oh! You got that one pretty good.
Oh yeah, it does have a twin 50 cal.
Oh.
As a rear gunner, by the way.
Oh yeah, it's really laying into him. Holy shit. How much is this thing? 38,000? That's not too horrible, honestly. Don't forget, at some point, guys, we need to come up with fleet colors for this thing.
Oh, that's an issue.
What's
Whenever
that?
the 50 cal, whenever the 50 cal is firing, it can also fire forward, which means I'm shooting myself in the back of my head. My screen is all oily.
Very nice.
Yeah, you might want to put some weapon restrictions on there.
Yes.
But at the same time, you don't want it shooting at your tail, so... Yeah, good luck trying to figure that out.
I'll leave it up to the failsafe.
Well, you got more faith in it than I do.
I mean, there is a way to do this, but only if you have a weapon mounted on a sub-object.
You know, I bet my Richthofen Mark II would probably work in this. All I'd have to do is just change out the missile type, but other than that... I'd be disappointed if we did at least have one Richthofen.
Oh, we need to bring in all our little biplanes for this.
Oh yeah, we could have the whole flying circus in there, couldn't we?
Exactly, because they are eligible for finest hour.
Should be, yeah.
They adhere to the rules. And I'm gonna bring in the scatterguns.
Yes.
That thing. And also, J-Dog, I have to mention, that made for some of the best air combat I have seen in From the Depths so far.
Thank you. It should be better with the update, because stuff won't be going to space and getting stuck in things.
Ah, even better, nice.
Yeah.
Just creating giant furballs of fighters and letting them just duke it out is
That does sound pretty
certainly a
badass.
sight to behold.
It's top notch. Also, there's now like cap on the number of any one vehicle type that the AI can spawn at a time. So in terms of aircraft, this was a kind of a problem I've seen, because the AI would just spam one model of aircraft. So now it won't be able to have, like, I don't know, for example, Japan was spawning like
Dude,
which was it? The
doing some
A-flight
respectable
flying boat
damage.
for some reason.
To crossbones here.
Oh,
So now there's
Just
a
spawning
limit
it.
to the max number of those, so aircraft should be more diverse.
what, is it actually doing damage?
Yeah, it's doing some damage to the crossbones.
Yeah, it's doing some rather short passes on it.
I'm gonna turn my bomber back on. And there we go. Cloud of small missiles.
Oh, that's one. I forgot to set up the cooling limit for some guns. They're not firing properly.
Alright, I'm going to hop off, but I'll see you guys some other day, hopefully.
Okay, you take care, Jay.
Take care. Bye.
Two.
Yeah, maybe we ought to look at wrapping this up here.
Yeah. My thought exactly.
Okay. Well,
Your fault. Oh.
this This a good time for you then?
Certainly, I just need to save something really quick.
Okay, that's fair. Just let me know when you're ready, and I'll shut her down. But I'll go ahead and wrap up the stream here. So, guys, if you like what you've seen here today, please let us know with a like, comment, or even better, subscription. And y'all have yourself a hell of a day, and keep your hammer high. Later, guys.